I think I took a shit in my neighbor's lawn.
Yeah. Well, I love you madly, dear, and I need you badly, dear. Why did you leave me here without your love?
Oh, bro, I'm hurting.
Well, in bed each night I lie, and I think of you and cry, and I tell you one of love, bring back my love.
All right, what's going on, everyone? Today we have our first ever lesbian guest, Torey Cole. Torey, thanks for coming.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Appreciate you being here with my dog.
I feel really lucky to be here with Bob.
Yeah. Why do you like dogs so much? Do you have a dog or no?
I grew up with dogs.
Really? How many?
Yeah. I've always had at least one, but I've had two for the last 15 years.
Really? Are they still
Yeah.
alive or no?
They're still alive.
Really? So they must be like very old then.
One is 12. It's very sad. I don't
Mm.
like to think about it. He's all lumpy. You know how
Yeah.
old dogs get lumpy.
Mm-hmm.
His name's Jack. Got him when I was a senior in high school. And Bob, don't fuck this up for me. And then we've got another dog. They're both pit bull mixes. They were
Really?
rescues.
If they
Yeah.
died, would you like? Would you go into like a spiral?
Yeah, my
Yeah.
mom will. They're her
Yeah.
children, so I'm worried about that. Like, I'll have to go home. I'm from
Yeah.
Maryland, so like I'll go home for like a week and just
Oh,
like
really?
make sure she like eats
Yeah.
and like is okay, 'cause she won't be. She
Shout
talks
out
to
Maryland,
them.
dog. I was born in Baltimore, bro.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm from Annapolis.
Really? I used to
Yeah.
run those streets, dog.
Baltimore?
Yeah.
Then that's some real street shit.
No, I was only there for like a year, but I was
Oh.
still born there, so like I shout it out whenever I can.
The 410.
Yeah.
You
so
like Old Bay?
so people will respect me, you know what I mean?
Yeah. That's some real shit.
Dude, it's the realest shit there is, bro.
It is.
Yeah.
Do you go back and visit ever? Do you have family there?
No, I've never been. I mean, I was there when I was born, but that was it.
And then you went to Providence or Rhode Island?
I think we went to like a few places. Pennsylvania and then Mass and then like Rhode Island.
It's a lot. Why'd
Yeah,
you move
dude, we're
around
about-
so much?
Just because I was gay.
Same.
So I kept like getting bullied in school.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's really nice for your family to be so accommodating. My parents were like, rub some dirt in it. And
No, the first time they were just like, yeah, we're wrapping it up, we're moving. They were like, pack your
then you
stuff.
kept telling everyone that you were gay, and they're like, all right, gotta move again.
Yeah. Oh.
He acts cool, and then he's not, but relax.
Yeah. Yeah, my dog is at home. He's like very old.
Uh-huh.
It's actually a girl,
What kind of dog?
but I'm not gonna lie, dude. She's so old that like I kind of like want her to die. You know
Why
what I
would
mean?
you? Oh, 'cause it's like tough.
Yeah, she's like looks like she's struggling. You know what I mean?
They really struggle when they get old.
Yeah.
They get all lumpy. Breathing is hard. Walking is hard.
Yeah.
Getting old is hard.
Well, she has arthritis, dude. So it's
What
like
kind of dog?
like a border collie.
That's
And
sad
it's
because
supposed
they
to be like really athletic.
Exactly,
But it's
they
always been like very
shouldn't
lazy.
slow down,
Yeah.
and then they really slow down. They're smart as hell. They're actually the smartest dog.
Really?
They're voted number one.
Wow.
Poodles. Border collies and poodles are like number 1 and 2.
Is that on like People Magazine or something?
No, I just know a lot about dogs.
Really?
Yeah, it's like
Wow.
I'm like an autistic person.
Damn.
I like dogs. No, well, it was funny. My parents wouldn't get me a dog, and
Mhm.
I had this dog breed book that was like a textbook, and I would pour through it every night, and I would write down like facts about dogs and be like, all right, like this is a flat coat retriever. It doesn't shed and it listens really well. Like we should get this one.
Yeah.
And they'd be like, no. And then I would go like the next night, I'd be like, all right, this is a Weimaraner. Like they're really athletic and they're really smart. You can train them really well. And they'd be like, no. So every day I would like propose a new dog to them
Yeah.
to the point where like I learned dog breeds to like an autistic level.
Wow. So you were like that's definitely autism for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure.
They should have recorded you, dude.
Yeah.
Like made a documentary about that.
Totally.
Yeah.
But oh,
There you go, dude.
Bob.
What was that? That was 5 minutes 39
I
seconds, dude.
feel so neglected. Now I'm just covered in bub.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say goodbye. Fine. So yeah, I know a lot about dog breeds because of that.
Yeah. I was watching the dog show the other day,
Which one?
and it, dude, that's an emotional roller coaster, man.
It is a lot.
Whenever it's on the TV, I'm just like emotionally invested in that type of stuff.
Which dog show? Because there's like the
Oh, I didn't pay attention.
Westminster.
Oh, I didn't pay
That's
attention
after
to
the
details.
Thanksgiving Day parade every year.
Yeah.
So that must have been a weird one-off summer one. Were you
I think maybe it was just like a replay, you know?
you watched a rerun of a dog show?
Maybe, dude. I was at the
Who
gym.
won?
I was
Oh,
at
you're
the gym and like
Which gym?
it's in Rhode Island and like there's like a bunch of like 90-year-old people that go there.
Okay,
So
I
I
just
think
joined
they're-
Planet Fitness, so
Really?
watch out.
Really? Dude, you look like a CrossFitter kind of.
I look like a CrossFitter?
Yeah, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I see in you, bro. You don't do CrossFit?
I have dabbled. I did a Groupon once, and I really fucked myself up.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you like slip a disc or something?
No, I just didn't. It hurt. Like I was
Yeah.
sore for 2 weeks.
That makes
I
sense.
liked it.
Like
but
a good sore or just like you were in like
it was
pain?
like a good sore, but like I like was walking like the zombie apocalypse was
Yeah.
happening.
Yeah, I did CrossFit when I was younger and they told me to get my mom to sign up.
Mm-hmm.
My mom's like 70. So that's when I
An
knew
older
it was
mom?
all. Yeah.
Is she 70 now?
Yeah, back then she might have been like 60. It was like 10 years ago. So
Do
they
you have
were
older
just like,
siblings?
yeah, they were just like, yeah, just bring like everyone. And I was like, dude, are you fucking insane? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you shouldn't have like 60-year-olds deadlifting. You know what I mean?
I'll never forget my last class. I looked around and everyone had the bars on their necks like all wrong, and I was like, I can't do this anymore.
Yeah, yeah.
It stressed me
That's
out.
usually what happens.
And it just was a lot of burpees. I didn't like anything with the bar.
Yeah.
I didn't like the bar work. No one knew what they were doing. No one was really helping. So
Yeah, it's so funny to watch though.
I guess
Like someone like manhandling a bar when they like don't know what they're doing.
it's so sad. Did you play sports growing up?
Yeah.
You play football?
No, I played women's field hockey.
I did that too.
Really?
Yeah, it was pretty good. I was
Yeah.
the captain.
I
Yeah.
can see that, dude.
Yeah.
That's why I said what I said like when we started the podcast.
That I'm a lesbian?
Yeah.
Yeah, all lesbians are athletic. I'll play this game the whole time. I would love to be a lesbian, honestly.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, don't you like celibate or something? 'Cause you talk about it openly a lot.
Do I?
Yeah.
When have I said, "Hey, I'm
When I first
celibate"?
met you, you were like talking to some like hot dude about how like celibate you are and like how much you hate men and stuff, and I was like,
No, that is not true.
it is true, dude. Yes, it is.
Shut up.
Dude, you were literally like, I
Really?
fucking, yeah, dude. You were like, I'm sober and I fucking hate guys.
I feel like
I'm
you're
not kidding,
making
dude.
this-
I was there. I was listening, bro.
It was this at Greenwich,
Yeah.
and I was like, I'm sober and I hate men.
Mm.
Must have been really going through it. When
Really?
was this?
This isn't like an ongoing conversation, you don't think?
It's something it's a script I'm changing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little
Oh, wow.
tired.
So the rest is like still unwritten.
Yeah, I'm like a Natasha Bedingfield song.
Mm.
That's interesting. I'm not celibate.
Yeah.
I think there was a phase, and I'm not sober anymore either, which could be
wow.
semantics. I'm honestly, I had a moment today where I actually miss being sober. I was sober for about a year and 2 months, and then I went to Europe, and then I was like, yeah, I'm gonna drink again.
You met like a few like European dudes.
Yeah, they roofied me.
Wow, dude.
They're like, hey, sobriety's for losers. And I
That's
was
not
like,
even
"You're right."
cheating though, dude. That's like just
No,
natural.
I was just there with a bunch of my friends I grew up
Mhm.
with, and then
Like chicks?
Yeah.
Like a girls' night?
Girls squad. Yeah, I was in Ireland with 2 friends, and then we went to Dubrovnik, Croatia with 2 more friends, and then I met up with a bunch of other friends in Montenegro for a wedding.
Okay.
And then there's like a lot of people there. I just kind of like, I was like, you know what? Like, everyone was kind of like, you don't have a real problem. Like, I kind of convinced myself that I did, so I would be sober. But after a year plus, like, I just kind of was like, all right, I did it.
Mm.
I loved it.
Yeah. You love being
Festing-
sober or the orgy?
I liked being sober. It was really like eye-opening, something I needed to do. I had a
Yeah.
real I would get hammered and do like comedy, and it was just a really bad
Oh
look.
wow.
Like,
Like
I
in
would
front
do
of people that care
yeah,
about you?
Yeah.
Did they have a talk with you where they're like, Torey, like you can't?
Enough people were like, "You good?"
Oh wow.
And I'd be like, "I don't know."
Damn. Would you
Yeah.
like break down crying and stuff?
Apparently I cried once on stage, but it was like
Oh,
they thought I
wow.
was like laughing. I don't know. I blacked out twice on stage. One was my birthday, so everyone was like, "Oh, it was your birthday." Like,
Oh,
no
damn.
stress. And then once was I used to run a show called Joke Lab. It's been on hiatus, but one Joke Lab I rolled in just blackout.
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
Wow.
And And everyone thought it was funny apparently, but like people that knew me were like, no, that's not like an act. Like she's hammered.
Wow.
Yeah, it was
Dude,
nuts.
what were you talking about? Do you remember? I mean, you obviously don't
I
remember.
have the film. They sent it to me.
Oh, wow.
But I haven't had the courage to watch it because it makes me feel ill.
Yeah.
Even just clicking on a few of the thumbnails, I'm like, boop.
Yeah.
Like, it was so bad. This was February of 2021, and it was wild. Like, it was so bad.
Damn. Did you have like an intervention? Did like your friends have an intervention for
No.
you? So like when were you like, I need to stop? After like the 7th dick?
Well, I used alcohol to do stand-up my first like year in.
Wow.
Yeah. Like my first 20 sets, I was probably like 5 shots in at least.
Damn. You feel like you needed it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's pretty sad.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah.
It wasn't great. I wouldn't be sitting here right now if I didn't use alcohol to get through stand-up. I would have
So
quit.
it almost like helped you in a way. It was like part of your journey.
Yeah. It was fully part of my journey. I mean, I took a class in college. I took a public speaking class, and this was like I was a sophomore, and I wasn't even 21. And I lived in a sorority house where like you weren't allowed to have alcohol, but like I would get hammered before class to do the public speeches. So that's the level of like fear.
Did you
I
crush
had.
it, or were you just talking Latin up there?
I did well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'll never forget the first day of class. They had you go up and talk for 2 minutes, and I thought, whatever, like I'll go do that. And then I got up there, and my legs started shaking.
Wow.
This is in front of a class of like 15 kids. Like there was no reason for that.
Yeah.
But it scared the shit out of me. So I was like, all right, I'm not gonna do that again. Like I'll just drink. So it was a 10 a.m. class. I would pour vodka into orange juice. Back in the day when there was those like Camelback water bottles with like the nipple top, you know those? So I would drink out of that so you couldn't smell it or anything. And I would just go get drunk in class. I'd be hungover by noon. It was horrible, but I'd crush my speech and then went on with my life.
Did you ever like see any dudes in the class where you were like, damn, I'm like kind of like in love right now?
There was no cool people in the class. There was no reason for me. I had no reason to be nervous.
That's all I ever thought about, dude, in class was like
hot girls.
Yeah, just chicks like whipping out their tits and stuff.
Yeah.
That's all I think about now, but like, you know. Yeah, dude, I used to have a drinking problem too.
Really?
And it's like sad to talk
How'd it
about.
stop?
I just got really sad and I was like, you need to stop.
So you don't drink anymore?
Not really, no.
Really?
Yeah, dude. I'm a fucking champion, bro. But we talk about drinking like
But
every
when you
episode.
say not really, like, do you have a beer here and there?
Well, I was doing the once a month thing just to kind of like let loose.
Mm-hmm.
But some of my best months are just like my happiest months are just like, you
Sober?
know. Yeah, dude, just being out in a field, man, and just like smelling grass and shit. You know what I
Where the
mean?
fuck is there a field around here?
I mean, me and Bub were at a field like a week ago, bro. You know?
So you don't miss drinking at all?
No, I mean, like, I still, like, every once in a while, you know, I'll go out. But when I'm, like, it's all, like, an illusion to me, you know what I mean? Like, what I think is going to happen and, like, you know, what actually happens, you know?
Yeah.
I think I'm going to, like, go out and it's going to be, like, Project X and chicks are going to be, like, sucking on each other's tits and, like, everyone's going to be balling out, dude.
Mm-hmm.
And then I go there and I'll just see, like, 3 fat chicks at a bar.
And you're like, I don't need to get drunk for this.
I mean, it's still a good time, but it's, like, you know what I mean?
If you do drink, sometimes when you get drunk, things like that happen, though.
Yeah, it's, like, an illusion for sure.
Sometimes the real shit happens, though.
Yeah, I have that problem, though, where, like, I have, like, the Lifetime movie mindset,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and I'll think about certain things, like how they're going to go, and then it actually happens, and you're like, wow, this fucking sucks, dude. You know, it's like the opposite.
Example?
I mean, like, I thought this podcast can go really well.
Mm-hmm.
No, dude, just like when I used to go out, I would be like, oh, dude, you know, you rile up the boys and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
you know? You're like, dude, we're going to get, like, mad chicks tonight.
Yeah.
And then I would go out, and I would just get really sad, dude, you know?
Got it. Is this in college, or when is this? Did you go to college?
Yeah, I went to college, bro.
Nice.
But there was, like, a moment, dude, I remember, like, you know, we would, like, go out to the bars, and, like, a lot of my boys would get laid.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember one night, I drank, like, a whole bottle of, like, Captain Morgan,
Mm-hmm.
like, throughout the night.
Yeah.
And I was just, like, in this dude's living room listening to classic rock from, like, the 60s, 70s, and 80s. Just soaking it in, bro. At, like,
All night?
2 a.m. And every dude I was with was upstairs having sex.
And you were just downstairs listening
So
to
it was just,
music?
like, it would just be, like, the Rolling Stones, and then you would just hear, like, orgasm sounds.
Mm-hmm.
And that was like one of the saddest moments in my life. And I actually tried leaving, and I just walked outside and I just like fell asleep on the lawn.
Was it the summertime?
Yeah, it was nice out for sure. It wasn't the summertime, but it was like closer to the end of
This
the
is
year.
in college.
It's in college, dude. Yeah.
You couldn't phone a friend. There was not one
Who
girl
was I
in
gonna
your
call,
phone
like,
that could be
my
like,
mom?
hey, hey, can we have sex?
No, dude, I wasn't.
You had no girls.
No, dude. I mean,
You're calling me celibate. Wow.
Yeah, no, I'm not fucking hating, dude. You know, I was never
I'm
like
just saying.
smashing, bro. You know what I mean?
Never?
No, I don't think so, man.
You don't think so?
I hooked up with a fatty once in like my junior year.
Mm-hmm.
That was
A
something I
fatty?
remember. Yeah, I spent like $40 on an Uber just to take her back.
To send her back?
No, I took her back to my place.
Oh, got it.
Yeah, but it was like out of the way, you know. She was like,
It was
"Oh,
a
I'm not."
one-time thing?
Yeah. It was really awkward
What
the
was
next
her
day.
name?
I don't remember, dude.
Really? You don't remember?
No.
Not even a first name.
No.
Wow.
I don't think she even told me her name, but I'll remember her
This
forever.
is your one story.
What do you mean?
Like, that's the one time you hooked up with a girl. You don't even know her name. It sounds like it aligns very closely with your own identity.
Yeah,
maybe.
no, you and I are the same, bro.
Okay.
I think it's the moral of the story. I just like, I don't know, like, don't you ever get sad, like, talking about, like, because I have, like, funny stories from when I was, like, drinking a lot,
Mm-hmm.
but then I tell them and I just get, like, really sad, you know what I mean?
Well, we still drink. So I used to get really sad, honestly, about like being sober. And I love it. I like, being sober has a lot of benefits, but there were moments where I felt like I lost my youth. Like I no longer had the woo, where did I wake up moments. And like, granted, I'm 30, so.
Yeah, like if you were out right now just saying woo.
Yeah, I mean, I went out in Miami last weekend and that was really fun, but I definitely did things that like I shouldn't have.
Yeah. Oh, like an orgy or something like that?
No orgies, but there were moments that I was like, I didn't need to do that.
Yeah. You haven't given an example, though, of, like, anything you've done.
Yeah, I'd rather not on camera.
Why not, dude? You keep saying, like, you've done, like...
I'll talk about the past, happily.
I want to know, like...
Oh.
Yeah, like what are the...
Craziest things I
you
did
keep
while
saying,
blackout?
like, I used to be, like, crazy and stuff.
I mean, I had sex with a bartender in a bathroom. That was, like, a moment in time where I was like, I didn't need to do that.
It was, like, a week ago?
Yeah, it was yesterday. It was
Really?
crazy. No, this was when I was like 26.
Okay.
There was a phase in my 20s, early in like when I was in the city. I blacked out a lot at my first job out of college.
Your job?
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
I worked in advertising for United Airlines, and I did like all of their creative advertising at an agency called McGarry Bowen. And do you remember they dragged that old man off the plane?
No.
You don't remember the whole? It was like a huge deal in the news. They dragged a man off a plane.
No.
Oh, well, that happened. And we had just created this whole new campaign, and it was called the New Spirit of United. So you couldn't roll out the New Spirit of United after it was like all over the time, like every publication. I will have to show you after this. But essentially we had to go dark in advertising. We couldn't put anything out. So my team was a bunch of alcoholics, and we would just go to the bars and just drink for like weeks. It just went on where we couldn't do anything. And like, I had an Australian boss. We would go out to these crazy lunches where we get like 10 bottles of rosé and just everyone would be hammered. We'd go to the frying pan every other day and black out. The amount of times I blacked out at my day job was insane.
Jesus.
Yeah.
How'd you get home?
I would walk.
Wow.
That's the crazy thing too. Like, I was always walking because I was afraid of the subway when I first moved to New York, and I lived in the Lower East Side. And I worked in Chelsea, and I would walk like a weirdo. It was 3 miles. I would show up sweaty and smelly and gross. But I would walk.
Yeah.
But that's some story. I mean, one time I was hammered, and I was at a rooftop bar with my coworkers, and Nicole Kidman came in to the club. And
she's pretty hot, right?
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And I was so drunk that I was like, I got to go up to her and tell her how much I love her show. Because that was a time when her show, Big Little Liar, or fucking Big Little Lies, was very popular. So I go up to her, and I get so, like, thrown off that I go, I love your show, Big Little Liars.
Yeah.
I combined Big Little Lies and Pretty Little Liars.
Yeah.
I remember she was just kind of looking at me like, You should go home.
S-
So yeah, things like that.
What type of guys would you like steer towards when you were like intoxicated? Was there like a certain type? Was it always
Athletes
like
normally,
like a lot of
yeah. I mean,
chads?
I played club lacrosse in
Okay.
college, so I was always kind of like around, like,
You a playmaker out there?
yeah,
Did you ever like do that drunk?
yeah. Actually,
Wow.
okay. So every year we had fall ball, and then lacrosse is a spring sport, but every fall ball, like every time it ended in the season, we would play our rivals. I went to Boulder, and our rivals were Colorado State. And every year when we played Colorado State in fall ball, which was like kind of a joke, but we took like, it was still like we would travel the country. Like we took it seriously. There was practice every day in the
Yeah,
spring.
no, women's field hockey and like lacrosse are like a big deal to them.
Yeah, I mean it was club, but it was still like a run, like probably like a D3 program would be run on the East Coast. But I would always get drunk for the last game of the year, and I played center, which like you take the draw, and I would always miss the draw by like an inch off.
Yeah,
like
you're casting spells on people out
exactly.
there. Yeah.
It was fun, but like it definitely wasn't my best work.
Yeah.
Because I had to drive there too, you know. So
It's just like different talking to girls. You know what I mean?
I hate that.
Yeah, it is very
Talk to me like I'm a dude.
It's not like possible. It's just weird.
Just try.
You've never noticed that? Like, you think you talk the same around like dudes as you would like your girlfriends?
I'm always the same.
I don't know if I believe that, bro.
Yeah,
if we had to sleep over and stuff, like
I'm always the same. I have a lot of guy friends,
a
lot of dude friends, a lot
you
of
think
bros.
like you're not just
I am
saying
a
that
dude.
because like you want to be one of the boys, like
I am one of the boys. I've always been really close to a lot of dudes.
yeah. Well, it's
I
weird
would
'cause,
never
like,
call myself like a guy's girl because I have a lot of girlfriends too, and I think it's a red flag to be like, I'm only friends with guys. It's like, well, that's a problem.
Yeah. Well, how come girls always like hate each other?
That's not true.
I don't know. It kind of is.
No, I like a girl until she proves me to not like her.
Okay.
That's like I'm like that with anybody.
What what would be a huge red flag for you if you were like communicating with another girl? You know.
I mean, I don't like girls that are like, I don't have friends with girls. I'm not friends with girls. Like that'd be like, well, and then that just means you're a bitch.
Yeah.
Any girl that says they're not friends with other girls, it's like you're a bitch.
Yeah. So you're like, nah.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm
dude,
like, you're a bitch. That's why.
Yeah, you would say that.
Yeah, I'd be like, 'cause you're a whore.
Oh, you would like call them. You'd call
Yeah,
them
I'd be like, that's a you problem.
out. So you're not afraid to like raise your
No.
voice.
I don't raise my voice, but I'll say what I think. I'll always say what I think.
Yeah, I mean, guys always have like questions. I mean, I have a lot of questions. I'll just ask you all of them. I hope that's okay. I mean, that was my primary question. Was like, I just feel like girls, because like dudes always kind of like, you know, if you go out to a bar or something, like, even if guys like kind of bump shoulders a little bit, you know what I mean? Like, deep down, they're kind of like erect.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
They have a boner.
And then you always see them they're about to like make out.
The men.
Yeah, like when they bump shoulders, like, what the fuck, dude? Are you stupid? But they know in the back of their head, like,
They wanna have
everything's
sex.
gonna be okay because they're gonna fuck later.
Do you think all men are gay?
I think like at least 10% for
Are
sure.
you,
Yeah,
Are you gay?
I'd say like 10%. Yeah.
Have you ever hooked up with a dude?
No, emotionally I have.
That's a big thing to admit.
Yeah, like I've been at like coffee shops with dudes,
Mm-hmm.
and we're just like having such a good conversation.
And you're in your mind, you're like having sex with them.
No, nothing physical. Just
okay.
emotionally, I feel like a little like
Sexually connected.
I feel like tingles. You
Mhm.
know, have you ever talked to a guy? Like obviously, like when you talk to me, you know, like sparks are flying and stuff, and like, you know.
I don't know if I would say in this context.
You don't have to admit it, but it's like.
I
But
don't
like, you
feel
know how like when you
anything.
talk to a guy who you're like, you know, you have like feelings for and stuff.
Yeah.
You get that like feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like that
You
magic.
felt that with a man.
I felt that at a coffee shop. Yeah, with a dude.
Were we as there to discuss? Like, were you there as friends or like?
I
is
think
it
we
your
were just talking
business?
about like stuff that didn't matter, and that's kind of like why it made me feel that way.
What matters.
I mean, nothing matters.
Exactly.
Yeah. So we were talking about like nothing, dude.
Nothing matters.
That's the best, man. Like you don't feel that way, like when you just talk about like nothing with someone.
I don't think anyone talks about anything ever. We're not talking about anything right now.
Well, I mean, like a lot of people that
I
are
feel
older.
whoever's listening to this, I'm sorry you're listening to this. We have nothing good to say.
Well, I mean, like I don't know.
I mean, you do if you're listening. Thank you for listening. But like, we're
You
not
don't
going to
think
say anything's
anyone
going to change
gives
your
a shit
life.
about what?
Anything.
Yeah.
My motto in life is nothing matters. No one knows what they're doing, and we're all going to die.
Yeah. I mean,
It's
that's
a fact.
fucking super
I've
depressing.
got a tattoo to my arm.
Really? Is it in Latin?
It says nobody knows. It's the middle part of that saying.
Wow. What does that mean though? Like, what should people do? Just fucking like blow up buildings and shit?
No, the point of that saying is it makes it it's you just gotta let go and like do whatever the fuck you want, because
Yeah,
at
but
the end of the
that-
day,
yeah.
nothing matters. No one knows what they're doing. I mean, there's some degrees of which people do know, like brain surgeons, I would hope, know what they're doing, but like overall, like I don't think anyone really knows.
Yeah, but
And
there's
then,
like deeper meaning to
we're
that
all gonna
saying.
die.
Like
It's
if
a
you
fact.
said that to a dude at like a Denny's who was just like falling apart, like he could fucking shoot up the place or something like that.
Yeah, you could if you wanted to, but or you could see it as like a positive. Like you're right. Like I should go pursue my dreams. That's how I see it.
Oh.
I see it as like a do whatever you want, pursue your dreams.
Yeah.
Like who gives a shit?
Yeah.
No one.
Yeah. No, I
No
feel
one
that.
gives a fuck.
That's a good motto to live by.
Thank you. That's how I live my
Yeah,
life.
you just don't
every
want to be
day.
like one of those old people though. That's like they're like you fucking live and then you fucking die.
That's not how I see it.
Yeah.
No, you gotta make dying makes living worth living, knowing it's gonna end.
Really?
Yeah, because if you live forever, you're not gonna really live.
How would you like? How do you want to go out?
I think when I'm old, just like in my sleep,
Mm-hmm.
just covered in money,
Just covering
and
cum,
male
dude.
strippers.
Yeah. Wow. And male
Yeah,
strippers.
in a mansion on
Wow.
in Malibu.
Dude, that would be a sick way to go out.
Yeah.
Just like six.
At like 89.
Okay. So you're 89 and you're just taking dicks to the face.
Mhm.
And
They're
then you just
like
pass away.
there. I'm asleep.
The dicks are just there.
The people, yeah. It's a
So-
party.
So you're 89 with dicks hovering
I'm
around
kidding.
your
Okay,
face.
like slip away in my sleep after having a
Yeah.
very wonderful life.
Dudes talk about dicks a lot. And like,
I can talk about dicks.
I just gave you an opportunity, dude.
Yeah, but picturing an 89-year-old me surrounded by dicks, it threw me off.
Yeah. It was kind of funny though.
It was.
Like the imagery of like an 89-year-old.
I mean, she's living her best life.
Yeah. And I was going to say like this is a good way to go out.
You're right.
It's surrounded by dicks.
And money.
In a mansion, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, it's not that bad.
Maybe we're manifesting this for me. I like it.
Mm.
And love. I want there to be love involved.
Yeah.
Real love.
Do you feel like you're like running out of time?
In life?
No, just like fall in love with a guy.
Oh, no. No.
You're like taking your time.
Yeah, I think if you're going to spend forever with someone,
Mm-hmm.
then find them whenever you want to.
Yeah.
I think-
Where do you like want to meet a guy?
This is actually what comes to mind first. I always think there's weight in whatever comes to mind first. Sometimes when I drive into the Holland Tunnel, there's a lot of really nice cars around me. In my dream of dreams, like a Rolls Royce would like roll the window down and be like, "Hey, you, like here's my number. Like let's go to dinner tonight."
Wow.
That's like my like ideal scenario. Just like some rich guy in like a Bentley coupe or like a Rolls or like a matted out G-Wagon. It's just like, "Hey, you, blonde in the black Lexus. Here's my number. We're going out."
Wow.
So,
Just no.
I don't know. that comes to mind because I was driving into the Holland Tunnel today and there was a
Yeah.
lot of nice cars around me. And I'm like, can one of you just like be hot and ask me out?
Wow.
But I'd like to be asked out or find someone like a really like whimsical, off the cuff way.
Okay. I mean, those are two completely different. Because one is like not really like personality related. You're just like looking for like a big swinging dick, which is cool, man. But like,
I know that was a crazy thing to say, but it
Yeah.
is fresh on my mind, and I want to meet someone in like a really crazy whirlwind way.
yeah. I mean, this is the reason
Again,
why.
who knows? I'll probably wake up tomorrow and be like, "That was the dumbest thing I've ever said." But there's always weight to how you feel in the moment. So anyone listening, I might feel differently tomorrow. Okay.
Okay.
Well, how do you want to meet someone?
I don't know.
Fuck
I just get sad when girls
Hey, fuck
like
you. How do you want to meet someone?
probably in like a supermarket or something.
That is the lamest thing I've ever heard.
No, if I was buying like hummus or something, and I met
And
a
they're
girl
like,
there.
"Oh my god, try this brand. Shove it up your ass."
I mean, I think it would be more romantic than that. You know,
Okay.
just shut me down, bro. I feel like you'd be really picky to please.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
What makes you think that?
I don't know, just like this conversation we've been having.
I hate you.
I don't know what like. So you haven't given any of these dudes a shot?
Not the 48-year-olds that are DMing me for my number. No.
Yeah. Well, what realistically, like, what did they say though? Was it like kind of creepy, or were they
No.
like?
They're friendly, and then they send me 8 novels about like nothing, and then I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't know you.
Mm.
I don't want this.
What do you want? Like, what do you want them to say?
Nothing. I want them to not say anything.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Does it like feel good to like shoot it? Like, do you enjoy like shooting a guy down? Like, does
No.
that? Oh, really?
I never enjoy ever denying someone.
Yeah.
Luckily, I don't have to do that very often. If I don't want someone to DM me, I delete the message and I block
Mhm.
them.
Yeah. I'm trying to like think of like what a dude could say though that would like you would respond to without, you know.
If I they could say anything if they had a cool back like Instagram to back it up. I'd be like, you could say poop.
Mm.
You could say like a one-liner. You could say, hey,
Poop is a good
the
one.
sky is blue.
Yeah, that's something I would say. Yeah.
Yeah. If someone just DM me poop, that's it, one word, and their Instagram was like hot, funny, interesting, well traveled.
So you think I have
Well-
a chance? Is what you're saying?
Yeah, DM me poop tomorrow. We'll see what happens.
I've done that
And
before.
like, hey, be better at conversation, and then
Mm.
poop me again later.
Yeah, I have that thought a lot. Like, I'll think about saying like something random to a girl
Mhm.
via message, and then I'll imagine her being like, "Wow, this guy's different."
Yeah.
You know?
Try it out.
Yeah, like if I just sent like penis in all
Yeah.
caps lock
Yeah.
with an exclamation mark,
Mhm.
and she was like, "Wow, this guy's a different breed." You know what I mean?
That could be a little forward.
Mm. Yeah, penis is a little hard. No pun intended.
Yeah.
Oh,
Do you have a
shit.
hard penis right now?
No, dude. What the fuck? That's just so weird, bro. Dude,
I
the way
mean-
you said that was like so weird, bro.
You're the weirdo.
Yeah. You just
I'm
gave
just
off
mirroring
like
your
you
weirdness.
give off like a Corey Chase vibe.
Corey Chase?
Yeah.
Is that a person?
Yeah, she's a legend. You should Google her like on the train or something.
Not right now.
No, not right now.
Is she old?
You want to be around like a lot of people when you Google her.
All right, Pornhub. Got it. That's
Yeah.
funny.
She like the way you said that though, you know? You're like, is your penis hard right now? Like that's something she would say,
Got it.
you know?
Do you watch a lot of her videos?
I've seen a few.
Hmm. Do you watch porn a lot?
Dude, yeah. Of
How
course.
often? Every day?
Just once a day before I go
Once
to
a
bed.
day. So you're gonna do it tonight?
Before I go to bed, yeah.
After this?
I'll probably just watch this.
I hate you. Wow.
Yeah. Do you watch
Um,
porn a lot?
No, I don't. I don't
It's a
really like
lie,
it.
bro.
No, I don't really
Really?
like it.
So
I'm
like, what do you
I don't-
want? What do you think of then?
Just my own
Please just
imagination.
go along with it. Give me an honest answer, bro.
I'm being honest.
So you've never watched porn.
I've watched
Okay,
it.
and you were just like, this isn't for me.
I'm like, ugh, I don't know them.
Mm.
Like, I grew up in the age where like me and my friends would like Google like 2 girls 1 cup, and we would stand around a phone and be like, ew, and like that was my like experience with porn. Or we would look up like
Yeah.
Farrah from Teen Mom, and we'd all be like, ew.
Yeah.
So it's like those are my like early impressions of porn, where it was just kind of this like disturbing thing.
Yeah. I don't know if 2 girls 1 cup would be like porn per se though.
Whatever. It was disgusting. And that is my first experience with porn. And now I'm just kind of like, I've gotten to this age where I'm not like, I don't need it.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's good for you.
I respect that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I have other things that work for me.
Yeah. Like you have your imagination for sure.
I have a brain.
What is like going on? Is it always like different?
My thoughts.
Like your sexual thoughts, like when you.
Yeah, I'd say it's different.
Yeah.
I think it depends on like what's going on in my life.
Hmm.
Yeah.
What is like? You're probably not going to answer this, but like, what is like the craziest thought, like sexual thought
You
you've
want me
ever
to paint
had?
my sexual thoughts for you?
I'm just kinda
and
curious.
the podcast.
Something
Normal
like.
things. I don't like. I
It's another
I
one.
would like to be like I'm so crazy, but no, I keep it. You know,
Well, I mean, like,
I'm not like a sexual deviant. Sorry,
yeah.
I'm pretty normal.
Well, I mean, you did say you had sex with a guy in a bathroom, so
I think a lot of people do that.
I mean, that would be like an example.
Of
You know,
me being
like
maybe
when I
pushing
presented the
envelope.
question, that could have been like, you could have been like, sometimes I'll think about me banging a
Oh.
dude in like a
Okay.
kitchen.
Sometimes I think about like eating cake
Oh wow.
during a sexual experience.
Mm,
I love food.
that's more popular than you think.
Really?
Yeah.
Is there a porn category where people are eating?
Have you ever seen cake farts?
I've never seen cake farts.
Oh, dude. Another thing you should Google. Like when you're around a lot of people. Yeah. It's like this girl and she's naked and there's a cake in the middle of the kitchen
I don't want to fart.
and she she farts on the cake.
I don't like that
And
at all.
dude, it is one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life.
Am I gonna?
But
Google
that's like
cake
her
farts?
that's like her thing
She's
though.
naked.
I don't remember. I think she's
Some people like farting.
yeah.
I had a
think
friend
she's either
that,
in like a bikini or like completely naked.
Wow.
But that video it'll definitely change a man for sure, yeah. It's so funny. You know?
Do you look for humor in your porn?
No.
You're like, hey, I really want this to make me laugh.
There are moments when I laugh though and I just can't. I have to stop.
I was gonna say I feel like that would throw off the
Yeah,
flow.
porn is hilarious.
Okay.
Like I mean, you don't watch it, but like the acting is one of the funniest things ever.
You think they think it's funny?
I mean, I've seen I think they cut it out. Like I don't think you would, but I'm sure
Okay.
when they're doing like cuts, they're like, yeah, they have to stop, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
There's no doubt in my mind, dude. Like if a girl like queefs or something, they're gonna have to be, you know, like at
That's
least
funny,
one,
yeah.
at least one dude has laughed.
But have you seen queefs in porn videos?
Yeah,
Really?
sometimes I'll laugh.
But like, is it supposed to be like hot?
Or queefs hot,
Like, is it supposed to be hot in the video?
like temperature wise.
Like, why wouldn't they cut it out?
Oh, like if the dude laughs.
They laugh in porn?
No, I'm saying like if you were like producing a porn and this
No, but
dude was having
I'm
sex.
saying when you watch porn, have you seen someone queef on a porn video?
Yeah, and I've tapped out. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, the internet's a crazy place.
Yeah.
Do you only use Pornhub, or is there a lot of other places that you use?
No, I've been using this site from like the Soviet Union.
Okay, what's it
I'm
called?
just kidding. No, I mean we've talked about this before, but I'm like into like, you'll probably make fun of me, but I'm into like passionate porn and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I've been trying to use my imagination.
You type in passionate porn.
I type in passion HD.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, the storylines are usually pretty good, you know. Like a lot of them, there'll just be like.
Like a mom, like a wife and husband.
Yeah, it'll just be like a wife making
and they're
dinner.
trying to make a baby.
Yeah, it'll just be like a wife. She's making dinner, and like some dude comes home in a suit,
Really?
and he's just like, "Yeah, it was a tough day at work. Like, I think we owe money to the IRS."
Are you making this up?
I'm not. I swear to God.
They act all that out?
Yeah, it's so funny though sometimes.
Wow.
Mm.
I feel so innocent right now. I don't know
Yeah.
any of this.
That's why. Well, like a lot of dudes who I have on, like a topic of conversation is like porn a lot. Like a lot
Really?
of dudes talk about like.
See,
porn.
we're talking about porn. I told you I'm like one of the guys.
But you should hear some of the things like dudes will say.
Are your audience members going to hate this?
No, this is what they live for.
Is it all dudes?
Yeah, usually mainly dudes.
Who
I would be
watches
surprised.
this?
Usually like autistic men.
Nice. Hey.
Another question you probably like won't answer, but like if you were like a chick and like you didn't know me and then you like went on my Instagram, what would you
What do I think?
think? Yeah.
Let's go in there. Let's see.
You've seen it, dude.
Yeah, but I wanna go through this with you. I'm removing myself from myself and I'm going in cold.
Mm-hmm.
John Silky.
Psyche. Dude, put some respect
Okay,
on
so you
my
got
name.
3,000 followers. That's fine. Whatever. I'm not impressed, but I'm not impressed. Okay. You have 3 pinned videos. They better have a lot of views. Let's see. Am I gay? That's got good viewership. 75,000. And then it's you lifting. That's
Oh, dude.
in a polo. Who lifts in a
Yeah.
polo?
You don't think that would
I'm out on that. Okay, so the lifting in a polo, I'm kind of out. But the dog photos are cool. I'd be like, all right, he's got a cute dog.
Yeah.
He's clearly funny because the dog pics are funny. Let's see how many likes that got. 440. That's a lot of likes. So people like you.
I love how
I'm
like,
gonna rate this. Say wouldn't fuck, but wouldn't not think twice about.
Yeah. So we could like go to like a Chili's or something and just like hang out.
Yeah, I like Chili's a lot actually.
Yeah, Chili's fucks. Maybe get like a 2 for $20 or something.
Yeah, I like those nuggets there.
Chili's
Like
has
the
nuggets.
tempura battered ones. Yeah,
Chili's
you're
has
always
nuggets?
lifting in a polo.
Yeah. That doesn't get you going at
Do you
all.
golf?
Do you golf?
I golf.
Okay. Why do I have to like golf to wear a polo?
I don't
dude?
know. I want there to be a reason that you're in a
Dude,
polo.
because I'm original, bro,
In a
that's why.
gym.
I'm a
thought I was
staple
gonna
in
get
the
a
community.
polo.
Yeah, you brought it up a bunch.
Of 1 to I would fuck, you're at a 5.
I'm like halfway there.
Yeah. Maybe yeah, more dog pics,
Yeah.
less polos.
Yeah, I remember that.
I'm here to serve.
Thanks, dude. I appreciate your feedback. Your Yelp review.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty honest. Look at mine. You tell me.
No.
All right,
not
that's
giving you any
boring. I
validation,
did that
dude.
for you.
Yeah, I don't want to go. You know what, dude? I'm a good guy. I don't want to go on my phone. I would rather give you attention.
You asked me to do that.
I would rather give you attention in person, though.
All right, whatever.
I hate you.
Yeah, I don't like you either.
Okay, so my name's Torey. I don't watch porn. I'm no longer sober. I went to fall in love in a tunnel while a rich guy rolls down his window and asks me to fuck.
That's exactly
that what you said?
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. You are a good listener. Now I get why the podcast has so many followers on Instagram.
It's listening and educational content.
The reason I stopped drinking originally was because I wouldn't stop texting an ex-boyfriend, which is so embarrassing to admit.
Oh, here
But I
we
have
go.
jokes about it.
Wow. So you just brought up the most interesting thing at the end of the podcast, dude. Way to go, bro. You should
You
have
can edit this. You can cut this the way you want it.
No, I want it raw, dude. Tell me about this.
Yeah.
What was he like?
What was he like?
Yeah.
Well, it's a funny story. I
I'm sure it's hilarious.
met him when I was in high school.
Mm-hmm.
And we dated, but then I went to college, so we
Okay.
broke up. And then off and on we would meet up throughout our, young lives. And then COVID hit, and I went home to Maryland, and we started hanging out, and we started dating.
Yeah.
But then I was moving to Colorado, and he was moving to Florida. So we had to part ways.
Okay.
And it was a little premature. Like, it was like, oh, bummer. Like, we really liked each other. And then it was
Wait,
kind of
like or love.
No, I wouldn't say love. That I don't
You
like.
didn't say it to him?
Apparently, I did when I was really drunk one night.
Yeah, I bet.
I don't remember. But
Another thing you're afraid to admit. It's fine.
I am afraid to
It's
admit
alright.
things.
Everyone can put the pieces together if you're
Yeah,
listening.
you can put
know
it
the
together.
truth. She keeps running
All
away.
the men that are watching this.
All right, so you loved him and then you parted ways.
Parted ways, but it gets worse. Like, I was in Colorado, and then he started dating someone like a week after, and then they visited Colorado, and it
She
really
hot?
hurt my feelings.
How hot was she?
Not really. That was the worst
1 to
part.
10. 1 to 10.
I'd rather her be a 10, because then it's like, oh, he really likes her. But I'm like, he like whatever, likes her for her looks. But I was like, he must really like this girl, because she was like
a fatty?
4. That's so mean. She was not cute though. Anyways, I was hurt. My feelings were hurt, but I was never gonna reach out because I was like, this is crazy. You're gonna visit where I am with this new girl. So I didn't talk to him for like 2 years, and got to the point where, like, when I would drink, I would want to reach out because I had closed that so tight for myself that I never had closure. Also, my grandfather died, and like the day of his funeral, he was like putting like the photos on all over Instagram with his new girlfriend, and I just was like, he knows how much my grandfather means to me. Like, this, it just felt like I was really like dragged through the mud for no reason when like we parted ways on such amicable terms. I get that I might sound crazy talking about this so in depth, but you asked, and I don't really give a shit. But yeah, so I sealed the jar so tight on my own emotions, being like, you don't care, you don't care, you don't care. And then I got really hammered last year, like early March. And then I called him, and just like, it's like every thought that I ever had that was like, oh, like, I can't believe you started dating someone so quickly after we broke up. And I can't believe you like visited Colorado with her, and I can't believe you posted it like when I was going through such a hard time in my life.
Yeah.
It was just like, but it wasn't really even English. It was just like spewed thoughts.
Wow.
And I was really embarrassed the next day. I was like, that's crazy. Like, I also thought I had moved on. So I was like scared of that. So I was very rattled. And then I kind of moved on. I was like, my bad. I was drunk. Who cares? And then like 3 weeks later, I did it again when I was on a bachelorette trip. And that's when I woke up and I looked at my phone. It was like 4 a.m. I saw all these texts I had sent. I had a flight in 2 hours. My suitcase was just exploded everywhere. It was this moment of extreme anxiety that I was like, I never want to feel this way again.
Yeah.
So I stopped drinking.
Wow.
March 27th, 2022 is when I stopped drinking.
Wow. I almost fell asleep. Wow, dude. What
It's boring. It's a boring reason to stop drinking. I had jokes about it where I'm like, yeah, AA people like I killed a family.
Yeah, I mean,
Dude,
it pains me so much to say this, but like you're actually funny.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God, really?
Like your jokes are funny, you know what I mean?
Oh, thank you so much.
And I guess you're like, all right, but
wow, you actually watch my like clips and stuff?
That hurts so much to say, like.
I know women aren't funny. I
don't want to like give you any validation.
It was a joke.
Yeah, just like I don't want to give you any validation, but.
Wow, that's huge.
Yeah, I just want to let you know that. Like,
you.
I know I've almost fallen asleep like a few times.
Uh-huh.
And I just wanted you to know that.
Well, it's been hard to work with you, so I haven't been able to be my best self.
Yeah, there was like an inner dialogue, like even leading up to the podcast, you know, when you reached out to me and you were like, hey, I think you're hot and like, I really want to come do this podcast with you.
I did say that.
Like in my head, I was like, I know this is going to suck.
Really?
Yeah. And
even though you knew I was hilarious.
Yeah, there's something in me. I was like, I know this isn't.
Really?
Yeah.
And you were wrong?
I'm just happy like I was right, you know what I mean?
Oh, this was awful.
It was like the worst experience of my life.
Is it over?
I'm kidding, dude.
That's why I stopped drinking, though.
Yeah.
Which I think is funny. I couldn't stop texting an ex, but glad to say that I have stopped.
I mean, now everybody knows, you know, like you're crazy.
Yeah. But I think everyone's crazy.
Yeah. No,
if
that
you
takes,
think you're not crazy, then you're crazy.
Dude, that does take a lot of courage to
admit.
Yeah.
You think?
Because nobody, like, you know, when people break up and they're like, "Yo, she's fucking crazy, bro," and like, you know, I never hit her up. It's like if you actually saw in real time, like you would see some back and forth for sure, like some crazy stuff. You know, I did that with my ex, dude.
Like you would call her and be like, "I love you."
No, dude, I never called her, but I went to fucking Times Square.
Mm-hmm.
This was like sort of after we broke up or something. I just went to this bar outside of Times Square, dude, and I just started drinking Bud Lights by myself.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just
How old
there.
were you?
This was like this year.
Really?
Yeah.
How long were you dating?
Only like 6 months.
Okay, that's a lot. Still, I think the older I get, the more I give weight and value to my past relationships, even if they were only 6 months, 7 months. Like, it's still a time in your life that you care for someone.
Yeah, I mean, dude, she broke up with me, and bro, I literally
why?
Because I don't know. I think you could put the pieces together, but
can I hear just like her reasons why?
I don't know.
She didn't tell you?
I don't know. She probably did. I mean, I blew up her house.
I just said so much.
I don't know, dude. I don't know why girls do it, but
I'm sure she had a reason why.
We weren't getting along. Comedy, really, pretty much.
Was she a comic?
No.
Comedy will ruin your life.
Yeah. Are you done?
Yeah.
Anyway, dude, back to my story. Dude, so I'm just like drinking Bud Lights at this bar. You know, I had just gotten dumped or whatever a few months before.
Oh, Jesus.
And
I thought it was fresh.
I'm like slugging them, dude. Well, that's the sad part. It's like it was a few months later.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I get it.
'Cause it's like, you know, it's not like right after. It's
waves, like, emotions.
Yeah. So like I'm on this emotional roller coaster, dude. And I ended up like being like, hey, you know, I reached out. I was like, hey, can I get my sweatshirt back? And we like planned a time or whatever. And this was the night like I was drinking like. And yeah, dude, I ended up like going to get my sweatshirt, bro. Left flowers and a note, dude. And I'm like walking back to the train, like, you know, a little buzzed, you know, and I'm
Mhm.
like, fuck, man, like, what did you do? What are you doing? Like, what are you doing? And, you know, I thought I would get like a response. I was like, you know, it's like the sweetest thing ever, whatever.
How long was the note?
I would say like 6 complete sentences.
Uh-huh.
It was like a very heartfelt note, bro.
Got it.
And, yeah, dude, I just remember walking back and being like, oh, like, I'm waiting for this, you know, this text.
Mhm.
Like
Never got it.
Nope. And that was it, man.
Do you feel like you are owed some sort of closure at all?
I feel like a pussy, bro.
I think
feel
everyone
like, you
feels
know,
like a pussy at some. Love is embarrassing.
yeah, but that
We'll
was like
call
a
it what it
vulnerable
is.
moment, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I didn't have to do that,
You did not.
but
What
I
kind
did,
of
bro.
flowers? Were they bad flowers?
I went by this like flower. It was like they were outside. They were selling flowers outside. They were like $7 flowers, but it was like a legitimate flower shop.
Can I get
bro.
the spark notes of what the note said? Because then that'll help me understand.
Yeah, the spark notes were like, like a lot of pussy shit. You know,
Like I really loved you.
no, nothing like
I
that.
loved you so much.
No, it was more like self-deprecating.
Oh, like
It-
I deserve to lose you. You're so perfect.
Yep.
I hope the next man can provide
yeah,
for
like,
you.
hey, I hope you're happier now. Like,
Oh,
a lot of it was like, I wish you the best.
that's very sweet.
Shit like that, yeah.
Well, she sounds
It
like
just,
a bitch if she's not going to say anything to that.
Yeah, man, I just thought there would be like different ending, but there wasn't.
Yeah.
And then I went
'cause
to
you
the gym,
work
bro,
really-
and just fucking started shredding it in my polo, dude.
Is this your shredded version of you?
No. This isn't
Oh.
it, dude. This is bulking season for me, bro.
I get it.
I'm not
I mean-
doing well, man. I'm not doing well with the...
I don't feel good about myself right now at all.
Yeah, like I weighed myself the other day, and I was just
I
like, dude, it's
cannot.
not...
I went to the urgent care the other day because of my illness,
Yeah.
and they weighed me, and I was like, "Do not tell me." She was like double my size, so I felt kind of bad. So I was
Mhm.
like, "She's probably like, you dumb bitch," but I was
Yeah.
like, "Don't show me the number." And
Wow.
probably the end of summer this happens because you're like you try really hard going into summer,
Mhm.
and then you get tired of trying. You just
Yeah.
let go of the reins, and my reins are gone.
Yeah, dude, I didn't get on a scale for a while, and then
Do you
I hopped
own
on...
one? Is it here?
No.
I have one in my apartment, but I kicked it under my bed. It's so
Wow.
dusty.
I went to the one at the gym, and I was just like, dude, I don't think the scale works, and it fucking worked, bro. It was, but yeah, dude, like, you know, I just like, I was like, oh, I'm definitely like in good shape, you know, like I'm doing fine. And then I got on the scale, and I was like, dude, you fucking ruined it, man. Like, you let go, and it's too late now, dude. You know.
It's not too late. It's never too late.
So
How old are you?
27.
Yeah.
Yeah, even when I was in good shape, like, you know, I had a little bit of a six pack going, and still wasn't getting pussy, dude. Like, it didn't like correlate. You know what I'm saying?
Are you celibate?
I mean, not by choice.
How old
Why
were you
is
when you
that fu-
lost
why is
your
that funny, dude?
virginity?
Why is that funny?
It's hilarious.
I think I
Yeah.
went like 3 years once,
That's a long time.
and I was in the best shape of my life, dude.
Weird. What is that about? Are you just
I don't
bad
know.
at talking to girls?
Well, a lot of it was like I was so focused on like getting in good shape
Mhm.
and shit, I wasn't going out.
Were you happy?
I think so.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Because lately I've been hearing a lot of people be like, I was the thinnest I ever was, that I was the least happy. And I'm trying to think of the times when I've been my thinnest. I'm usually pretty jazzed that I'm thin, so I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't really give a shit.
Well, I mean, you have a joke about this, which is like, it's an alright joke or whatever, but it's like,
Body dysmorphia?
no, about like having clear thoughts.
What joke?
You don't even know your own jokes, dude. Would you steal them?
Like, how am I going to meet a man when I can think clearly?
Yeah.
That's about being sober.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like,
Oh,
I was,
you're like,
I
how
was
am I gonna
so
meet a girl when I can
sober and
think
like
clearly?
so healthy. I like my thoughts were so different than anyone else, and I could like, you know, it didn't really like give me an opportunity to meet
Totally.
chicks, you know. But if I was going out to like bars and stuff and like getting blackout like you do, like I could have for sure.
I get it. I mean,
Yeah.
my sobriety, I was very focused on other things. And honestly, I miss a lot of it. Like, I miss the clear mind. I've had encounters with men where I'm more into them than I would have
Yeah.
and I will go certain places and I'll do certain things that I'll wake up the next day and I'm like, why'd you do that?
Yeah. I never met any sober women. That was the thing. Like there was none of them.
Yeah, and again, I think drinking is fun. I think there's a time and a place, but having gone full cold turkey and coming back into it, I have a new mindset, and I think there's so much value in creating connection with someone sober because you'll understand them
Yeah.
versus like you'll have a lot of fun, but like like I had a time during my sobriety where I was hanging out with someone who I thought was a friend, but they thought otherwise. But thank God I wasn't drinking. I was able to stay in my mindset, and eventually he had admitted he had more feelings, and I was like, and I had moments where I was like, do I have feelings? And I would have for sure gone there had I been drinking. And at the end of the day, and that ended up ending kind of weird. And I just look back on a lot of it where I'm like, oh, I'm really happy I was sober during that time, because it would have ended so differently.
Yeah.
And that's something I've been keeping in the back of my mind as I drink again, where I'm like, do you like this person, or are you just buzzed and you think you have a connection?
Yeah.
It's really hard.
Yeah, for sure.
And as like I like to think that I'm very mentally clear and understanding, but alcohol just changes everything.
Yeah, dude. I would go home with chicks and my boys would be like, dude,
Woof.
whoa. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I was just so blasted. I was just like, dude, solid fives, bro. You know? So, but yeah, dude, I really wanted to meet a girl that was like sober. Like I kept the hope, and it just never happened, man.
What about a gym girl?
No. I don't know, man. Like, no girls are really sober. Like, it's not, you know, and you don't want to be that guy that's like, yeah, I'm looking for a sober girl, you know, because like I'm not necessarily looking for that, but it would just be kind of cool for like a chick to be like, yeah, you know, I'm just looking for like a genuine, like meaningful relationship that's like real and not like, you know, like I don't want to be with a chick who's like, who needs like an espresso martini to like get, you know, to have a conversation with me.
You could go to AA.
Yeah, and just start smashing.
Yeah, but there's girls there.
Like wait at the exit, or like attend the meetings.
Wait at the exit.
Yeah.
That's
like,
a funny concept.
Yeah, that would be a good sketch idea. Or that would be a good porn idea, actually. Now we know what like you're into.
Wow, full circle.
Now we know what you spank to, dude.
Yes, sober.
No, like AA meetings.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've only ever been to one. It was all gay men.
Really?
And it wasn't supposed to be. It wasn't like a themed. But I think a lot of gay men struggle with alcohol and addiction because a lot of times they don't come out and they have to like deal with their problems with alcohol.
That would be a tough way to come out, just being blasted at a bar.
Like, I'm white, I'm gay. Yeah.
I fucking love dick.
I bet a lot of people have gone through that.
Really? And like no one listens.
I'm sure a lot of gay men, if they were in the closet and they got hammered, things would slip.
I saw a dude come out at a gay bar.
Really?
Yeah.
It's a beautiful moment to witness.
Yeah. In
it's like
New
a
York
move
City.
that bus moment. Like a tie.
No, it was actually really sad.
Oh, he was crying?
It was in Hell's Kitchen, and me and a few comics ended up at this gay bar, and we didn't know it was a gay bar until we got in, obviously. And the band got so drunk that they had to dip. They were like, yeah, like our drummer just fucking threw up. And so they were just letting people go on the stage and like singing stuff. And this dude just like legit came out of the closet.
He's like, I'm gay. No one
He's
knows.
like, I'm gay. And he was blasted, and like no one listened to him. And I was like, dude, that's not good, man.
When
that's
was this?
Earlier this year. It was like me and just like a few other comics. We didn't even know we were at a gay bar.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. But I mean,
why Hell's Kitchen?
We were near the Midtown Pair.
Oh.
And like it was in walking distance, and we just went, and we were just like, all right, you know, like let's go get gay, you know.
Sounds like it was a good time. Honestly, gay bars can be really fun. Good music.
Yeah, no, it was
energy.
a good time. Yeah, yeah.
You can get hit on. You get a nice little like a ego boost.
Yeah, none of that happened, but it was a good vibe. Like you felt like kind of comfortable. I felt like I was at home.
At home.
Yeah, I felt like I was at home. All right, dude. That's it, bro.
That's it?
That's it, bro.
We're done?
We're done, bro.
Really?
You should shout out your
I only came on here for Bob.
Yeah, he's gone now.
I know. Yeah, sure. Follow me at Torey Cole. It's Torey because I'm special. COLE. Yeah, follow Bonding Podcast. It's a really good podcast. If you like podcasts, go watch that one and not this one. Bonding Podcast. Yeah. I think that's good.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
That was good, right?
That was pretty solid. Thank you for coming, dude. And
Thanks for having me.
Like I said, dude, no homo. I do think you're very funny. Like,
Wow.
I mean, you're like an all right person, I guess.
Uh-huh.
But I do enjoy like your jokes and stuff.
Thank you.
You know.
It means a lot.
So I hope that means a lot, bro. Like I hope
Yeah.
you go to bed tonight just like thinking about that.
No, next time I go on stage and be like, Johnny Salami
Yeah, that's all
thinks
you
I'm
need
funny,
to-
so
yeah.
y'all can suck it.